Yep, so some of our local engineers have figured out how to make remote-controlled beetles.
Perfect. I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah. They're a species of darkling beetle. When this was all hooked up, they could give them 3 commands, effectively. They could stimulate the top and the one on the left. So they'd run a current between the 2 electrodes, which would then make them move to the right because it stimulates something
like
on their left. So they move to the right. They turn right. Yeah, like a boat. And then they could stimulate the right and they'd move to the left, right? Sort of push them that way. Or they could do both and basically just spur them forwards.
Yeah, yes.
They were trying to use these to navigate over certain obstacles. But when it runs into a wall, they'll run parallel against the base. They just sort of run along. You know when you see a cockroach like running along the base of your walls? And so if it was running with the wall to its right, they could stimulate the left and just force it up the wall to make it climb. So they had a sort of extra control where they could make them climb by turning them into the wall.
This is going to change beetle racing.
And they found they had really high success rates. Depending on the different experiments, they had between like 60% to 90% success rates in navigating these beetles over these short obstacles. There's limitations to what robots can do in this space, at least at the moment. Particularly that transition from horizontal surfaces to walls, vertical walls, remains a challenge. Theoretically, if a battery can be strung up to it that lasts long enough, and some more fine-scale controls can be added to these cyborg beetles. They could be controlled for multiple days at a time. They have this idea of using beetles, lots of beetles, with packs strapped to them, and controlling them to go through rubble and locate people.